What's up guys, I'm randomfrankp, back with episode 2 of Switch It Up, the series where we show off some really cool custom mechanical keyboards. A few weeks ago for episode 1 we had a lot of great feedback, so we're going to be making some revisions as we go along, as we'll probably do every episode, because it's a different kind of series, you know? The whole idea of this was just to show you guys the whole community out there of custom keyboards, and let's just say custom is a good theme this week, because got some cool stuff planned. So let's start it off, episode 2 of Switch It Up. And this episode of Switch It Up is brought to you by the Elgato Stream Deck XL. While it's not a traditional keyboard, you literally have unlimited macros thanks to their 32 backlit LCD keys that are fully customizable. From all your streaming needs, photo editing, video editing, gaming, anything you would need numerous macros for, you can assign to the Stream Deck XL, and everything is very simple to configure. It's all drag and drop, and at the press of a button, it's done. Check the link down below if you want to learn more. First, we have Thinkkwer with a really nice muted gray and teal kind of build here with the TGR and SINGA Unikorn for the board. The plate he's using is carbon fiber fixed to the ISO layout. And as for the switches, we have Gateron Inks. They're lubed with Krytox 205 grade 0. Those are also spring swapped to 63.5 gram springs. This in combination with the lubing is going to make them just really buttery smooth when typing. Stabilizers are clipped in lube with dielectric grease. And as for the keycaps, we have GMK Modern Dolch, which is going to give it that teal accent, make it kind of pop and stand out. And as for the cable, it is coiled with the LEMO connector there. Again, just add some extra flair to the keyboard overall. But now we're going to check out those lubed and spring swapped Gateron Inks. So from feedback from episode 1, instead of a minute-long typing test, we'll keep it around 30 seconds here. But all in all, a really nice and clean build. Modern Dolch is a great set for this, and I can appreciate the visual layout here, matching it to the controller, the mouse pad, stuff like that. Now from Fetter is probably one of the most interesting passion projects I've seen from the keyboard community, because this is a completely custom 3D printed keyboard. It's called the 668, and it's actually one of the builds that I saw a few months ago that gave me the inspiration to start a series like this. So he 3D printed the top and bottom plate to the board, and it actually has the Thinkkwer STL file linked down below in case you guys want to check that out. For his switches, he said he's going pretty budget here. He has the BSun brown switches, picked up some Costar stabilizers, also some budget eBay keycaps for all of this. And everything was hand wired to the Teensy 2.0, which is running a custom QMK firmware for the keyboard. And in the end, I think this looks awesome. Like, you really can't get much more custom than literally printing your very own keyboard. I think for budget keycaps, they look really nicely tied into the red plate as well here with the kind of red, white, and blue and subtle gray accents. I love everything about this. But now we'll do the sound test for his BSun brown switches inside the custom 668. Now, with it being a primarily plastic board, you're going to have more of that, resonance from the brown switches here, so it's going to sound a little bit more clicky, but that's not a big deal. I think the final product as a whole is just incredible, man. I love this. I love the dedication. I love the whole idea. And again, it was one of the main inspirations around starting this series. So, crazy cool stuff from Fetter. Now from Hedgey is the Space 65. A real nice and compact 65 key layout. Keycaps shown here are GMK Solarized Dark, which is actually a set I was contemplating picking up for my Grid 600 build you might have just seen. Fits in real nicely here. You can see underneath the brass plate shining through, which looks really nice. Also got some brass on the back of the keyboard to give it some heft overall. Weight is always good for dampening. And he also has foam underneath the PCB as well. And as for his switches, these are Zeal PC Helios, Lubed Tribosys 3204. The stabilizers are GMK screw-in, also clipped and lubed with a Band-Aid mod. Nah, and I'm digging this photo. See, he has it all spelled out with the keycaps. Clever man. Alright, let's do a sound test now. So I've actually never heard those switches before prior to this submission, and I, for some reason, thought they were gonna be clicky, but it was pretty much the opposite. But altogether, I really like the Space 65 design, and I think Solarized Dark looks really nice on this board in particular. It got a lot of crap when it got released because it didn't match like the renders at all, but when you're not matching it to anything, in this case, I think it looks very, very nice. Oh baby. Now we've got Miklschmidt with a very sexy looking keyboard. This is photoshopped a little enhanced because it does need a cable, but either way, this is crazy, looking real nice. So this is the Keeb.io Quefrency, I believe is how you say it. It's a 65% split layout. Everything here from the diodes, switches, microcontrollers are all soldered by hand, he said. It's actually using a combination of 4 different keycap sets. It's a mix of blank gray OEM keys, a set of blank blue OEM keys, repurposed keys from an old Zeal series keyboard, and some blank black ABS DSA keys. I know personally for me with a split keyboard, if they were blank, I would be making all sorts of typos, but it definitely looks nice. Into some of the details, using an aluminum plate inside with Kailh box Jade switches. Super clicky, you'll hear in a second. Stabilizers inside are Cherry MX, they are also lubed with finish line Teflon grease. But now I gotta prepare you guys, get ready for these thick clicks with the box Jade switches. So definitely a nice looking board with the Keeb.io Quefrency 65%. Again, if I'm saying it wrong, sorry. But definitely looks nice with the blank keycaps, and you have that sort of like frosted acrylic in the middle there, so the RGB shines through all on the outside, giving it this outer glow. Really nice build, man. And then last but not least is Krellbit with the TGR Jane V2. These are going for a pretty penny. And to customize it a bit, he has this kintsugi anodization. You can see with the design there, looks kind of like a mix of marble and like a splatter lightning explosion. Black and yellow I still think is a very highly underrated color combo. So inside he's using a brass stock plate. And we have 72 gram MX Silent switches, which is a MX Silent stem mixed with a Helios housing, and they are lubed with Krytox 205 grade 0. For the stabilizers, they are Zeal stabilizers, also lubed with that same Krytox 205 grade 0. As for the keycaps, JTK Dolch. But now a sound test of the MX Silents. So definitely silent, you probably had to turn up your volume a bit, making Helen Keller proud. In combo with the Krytox lube, definitely sounds nice. Alright guys, that'll do it for episode 2 of Switch It Up. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll have some of the specs and some of the stuff listed down below. Specs, details about the keyboards. And hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to comment down below your favorite keyboard, some, feedback and any ideas you may have to improve the series. I want to hear your thoughts. If you like this episode, give it a big thumbs up to show your support. You can follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. And lastly, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.